You could do no wrong there.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Brought to you by TaylorMade Golf. Check out the latest from TaylorMade Golf at TaylorMadeGolf.com today. Also, Sundale Country Club, home of the Bakersfield City Championship for over 30 years. 661-831-5224, SundaleCountryClub.com. And you can also visit GolfTalkRadio.com to check out our partners. Check out what they have to offer. They make the show possible, and we appreciate what they do.
And it allows us to get great people in to talk with. And I think Todd's the most popular one we've ever had, according to Todd. He was the one that's been here the most. But
I think his seat is heating up. I can see it.
We do have the pleasure of having Carmel O'Neill. She's a world-renowned esthetician and owner of the Renew Anti-Aging Center, one of the top spas in New York, up in Upper Manhattan. Our show topic today is the skin game. What is the payoff? See the pun there? Payoff, skin game. You guys get on that? I know.
Not really.
I know.
How late were you up last night thinking of that one?
All night.
All night?
You know, yeah, all night. Nice. So, Carmel, nice to see you here. And are you well?
Billy.
Are you
Yes.
good?
Yes.
Have I ever mentioned how nice a skin you have?
No, not.
Oh, but you have very nice skin.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Before we talk about, and we're going to relate this to the skincare, but there's not only protection of skin, there's also the caring of your skin, right? Do real men take care of their skin? I mean, is this just, do the ladies get all-night cleanup, do all the different procedures? Is this good for us tough guys like me?
Oh, absolutely.
Us cowboy, rugged men like me?
Yes, it's becoming more and more popular now that men are beginning to take care of their skin.
It's because they realize it's healthy.
Yes, and an example, their wives are taking care of their skin, so they feel why not they should start. And especially now with the world we live in and how competitive it is for jobs, etc. And everyone wants to look young, so it's important that the guys feel it empowers you. If you feel that you're taking care of your skin, well, you have more confidence going in there to that meeting or wherever you're going, or whether you're dating or trying to meet a girl or whatever. You need to look good, guys.
Wow.
That was awesome. There you go. Is there any tape left in that machine over there, Mike? So before we start talking about stuff,
I leveled out the ship. I leveled it out.
I would love to talk a little bit. If you could keep it under an hour and a half, would be great. I'd love to talk just a little bit about you. And I know where you're from, but why don't you share a little bit about you and your background before you got into this one of the top spas in New York. Well, tell us about you.
Okay, well, I grew up in Ireland on a farm. I'm one of 12 children, 10 girls and 2 boys. So we spent we were
no
very
wonder
much...
you're fighting for Mike.
Yes, that's it.
Figured it out.
She pushed me aside twice.
I grew up, I'm pretty much in the middle of the family.
Yeah.
So, you had to grab for what you could get,
I like it.
I want that last potato.
Yeah, really.
So it's kind of interesting. I was reading a whole article about skin in Ireland because people don't think you have any sun there, but it is true. You get sun damage even if the sun's not out. Yes, you don't have to elaborate on that.
Yes,
I'm coming back to that.
Correct.
I'm coming. I'm assuming, as some of the listeners ask, why are we bringing one of the owners of the best spas in New York City here today to our show, right? So,
yes.
And I mentioned earlier that skin protection, and you mentioned, is for everybody. But golf is a game that's played in the sun, right? Unless you play indoors. I mean, you're out there.
Yes.
And Mike and I, and Todd, I'm assuming, we've been out in the sun I've been over 40 years as a golf professional. And that's a lot of sun time, right?
A lot.
And
Absolutely.
So my question to you, and you mentioned last night that when I was a kid, we didn't even have sunblock. I mean,
Right.
is the necessity of having this protection to put on your body more recent because of the change of climate and ozone, or is it we should have always had it? Because you said even the younger people these days, it seems like kids go out at the beach, they're all slathered with something. But when we were kids, see ya, come back when the street lights came
Little
on.
baby oil.
I was just going to say that. It wasn't sunblock, it was oil.
We
It
were
was sun
coconut oil and
Yeah.
sat under the heat lamp in the sun.
Hawaiian Tropic 1.
Yeah,
There
it
you
smells
go.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Smell
My
yourself
girlfriend wore
baking.
that all the time. It was
Oh, yeah.
awesome. You can smell yourself cooking, like Kramer and the chicken.
Exactly.
So, just curious. I mean, is this a problem that we're just now more aware of? Is this more of a problem now?
No, well, we're more aware, and definitely the ozone layer is more depleted than it was in the past, so we have to be more careful. and there's more toxins that we need, that's in the air, that we need to protect ourselves from. And science has come a long way. I carry Environ skincare from South Africa. It was developed there. And Dr. Fernandez, who developed it, he came out with it because of 2 of his young patients who developed melanoma. But he wasn't able to save them. But out of that, Environ was born, and skincare. And vitamin A. So the vitamin A is the big gun in Dr. Des Fernandez product line. A.
Vitamin.
Vitamin A. Everyone on the planet needs vitamin A.
Yes. And his son, what gives you the vitamin D? Is that right?
Yes, and that's the sunshine vitamin.
Well,
we definitely need some of that.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some truths or nots, non-truths, myths or something, because I think some are confused. I do notice more golfers using sunscreen. I've trained a lot with Todd, and he honestly, I can attest, he puts the stuff on before we go outside. And
yes.
I've seen him. Where's Todd? He's lathering. I mean, so where's Todd? He's always sunscreening. But that's true. I've always seen you protect yourself. I can see why now, very much so. But, so you get these numbers on there, 15, 30, 50. Yeah. Is it true that the higher the number, the longer you're protected?
No, it's not. The more chemicals, actually. The higher the number, the more chemicals that's in the product, and it's probably going to have a negative effect on your skin. You need to have a physical sunblock that's actually going to help protect you from the sun's rays penetrating deep into the dermis of the skin.
Do you mean an umbrella or a hat as a physical sunblock, or do you mean a topical?
I mean a topical, putting on the cream along with antioxidants, actually.
So high number doesn't necessarily mean longer time.
No, and the FDA are going to change that. They haven't, but they're working on it towards changing it.
It just read here that true that if you put a 50 versus a 25, it's only 2% more protective. It's not 20, it's not double.
Yeah, but you're going to get more.
I knew you would wondering that. Mike, you were asking me that last week, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And so just to say there, the higher the number, you create what we call more free radicals in the skin. So the free radicals are like unpaired electrons. I always tell people it's like a couple. They get married, they get divorced, then you have that free electron going around, breaking up other maybe happy situations or marriages.
My first marriage was very free radical. It was. I was a free radical back then.
So there you go. Yeah. So you don't you want them paired together, so they're not creating those unpaired electrons.
Joining us is Carmel O'Neill. She's a world-renowned esthetician.
Good job,
love that word. And the owner of the Renew Anti-Aging Center, one of the top in New York City. It is the home of where the celebrities go to look younger and more beautiful. I just read here that as long as you use the UVB rays, which cause burning, it's safe. As long as you use this. Is that true? As long as you block UVBs, is that what they're called? UVBs?
Yes, UVB.
Ultraviolet rays?
Yes.
Which it's burning, you're safe. As long as
No, that's not correct. You need to protect against the UVA and the UVB. UVA is the aging rays, so that goes deeper into the skin, into the dermis. It doesn't show up probably for many years. That's why you see young kids frolicking in the sun, not really seeing that pigmentation on the skin. But as they get older, then all of a sudden they have these hyperpigmentation or age spots on the skin.
Wow. And Mike takes his tanning seriously. And when I first met Mike, he had this gorgeous gold tan. And I was still down saying that. But is it a tan makes you look healthy? All these people, all these stars, I'm like, we can't mention names.
No.
They come walking in on the carpet, they're looking tan.
Oh, no, a tan is a burn. That's a burn.
But it says it makes you, is it true that makes you look healthy? Or
No.
does it make you healthier?
No. A tan is always a burn on the skin. It's never healthy to have a tan.
I think she just burned you, man.
There's a lot of self tanners on the market today that you can use.
Better
that will make,
than suntan.
Oh, absolutely. A tan is a burn. That's it. You're damaging those skin cells. You need to keep those skin cells healthy.
You seem confident in that.
I'm very confident. I have the science to back me up.
All right, well, then check out this one. Indoor tanning booths are way safer than the sun.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
No,
I have
no.
never
They
done one of
also
those.
I did
they,
once, and it was brutal.
I'd never do one of those.
I didn't put
No,
my
they
goggles on
damage
right. My
the
eyes
skin.
got burnt.
Again, they go deep into the skin
It's
and they
true.
can cause
I had
melanoma.
my goggles. I was reading or
Don't
something.
you remember Kramer? In the
Yeah.
candy?
Yes, I do.
So they're not healthy, but
No.
they're almost non-existent now.
Well,
I mean,
they're getting
there are too many people
less
got cooked.
popular. They're getting less popular, but there are still people that need to be educated about the dangers of going into these tanning booths.
Oops.
Vitamin A. You mentioned vitamin A.
Yes.
It should not be in the sun protection formula. What does that mean, vitamin A? So you get your stuff, you put on your face. It should not have vitamin A in it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You can have it. Well, Dr. Des Fernando, who developed the environment, built his whole system on vitamin A. We store vitamin A in our skin as retinol palmitate. It's the fat form of vitamin A. And he has what we call a step-up system. So as you build in what we call receptors on your skin, you're able to take in more vitamin A, giving you more sun protection, keeping those skin cells healthy.
Wow. Well, this is cool because there's two parts to this topic, this conversation. One is protecting. So in a nutshell, if you will, in a short way, what's the best? If we're going to go out and play golf,
Yes.
what's the best way to protect your skin? Protect, and we'll talk about care after we come back from break. But what's the best way to protect? What do I do?
Well, you need your hat, your golf hat, you need your polarized sunglasses, and you need your sunblock.
Now, let me ask.
I have a quick question on that.
Yes.
How effective is UV protection in clothing? Like you see, it's a thing now in clothing. It'll say like 50 SPF protection.
Oh, no, it's very, very effective.
Okay,
it's
it is.
wonderful. Absolutely. And it's great for the kids now, especially the kids on the golf course.
Yeah.
They can have these special shorts, golf shorts,
And they
hats.
have the sleeves, like the really thin sleeves
Oh,
now
no,
that you can wear.
they're amazing.
Yeah.
And especially when kids are at the beach, because you want people outside. You want them
Yeah.
enjoying themselves.
And they'll
You
bring
want
out
to.
your forearms, man. It'll make
Well,
your,
no, it covers your forearms. It actually would. Your hands would be the only thing that would be tanned or burned.
Yeah, because you really, yes, you want to get the
Just
kids
one.
out involved, having sports, you
Yeah.
know, having like the first tee. It's
Yeah.
amazing. You have all the, you want them out there socializing. You want people
Totally.
at the beach.
Yeah.
So you need that vitamin D, but you have this extra protection now through your clothing. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, the PGA came out with some must do because this awareness is very serious. You look at me like I'm going to tell a joke here. she always does. She's
used to
say
it.
stuff. But they say one of their bullets is to cover everything, and this is puzzling me, and I'm not kidding because it says you're going to include the top of your head, your ears, front and back, your face, your lips, your neck, your hands, your arms and legs. How do you function? I mean, what do you see walking out there, and then you're out there in a beautiful day, and you are looking like a mummy?
That's what it sounds. What do they mean? Cover.
It
cover
says
with?
cover everything. Apply sunscreen to every area of the body that
Right.
may be exposed to the sun, including all of these parts of your body, and then wear protective clothing and all of your arms and everything else. And then the one thing you mentioned, wear your hat.
Yes.
Now in Ireland, I picked
They
this
need
up.
to, yes, they need to be better
They're,
about wearing.
they're not wearing the right hats. They don't
Yes.
wear the wide brim hats. They're wearing the baseball hats or
Yes.
the typical golf hat. But all you know, golf hats, brims, or is that what they're called? Are getting
Brim.
bigger.
Right.
Obviously, they made fun of Ricky's brim, didn't they? In the
Right.
Masters?
Yes, they did.
But it covered more of his face.
Exactly.
It's not just wearing a hat. You got to wear one that protects you, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And this helps.
Yes.
So do you highly recommend hiking in the mountains in the sun or playing golf and doing outdoor activities?
Do I recommend it? Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
some people
But
shouldn't hide from the
sunscreen-
sun.
No, you need to be out. You need to enjoy yourself.
Because you need
But
that vitamin D from the sun, don't you?
Yes, but the big thing is you need to be reapplying your sunblock, so if you're out, they have sprays now that you can use for
And this was
reapplying
This was a question from one of our listeners. Reapplying, I always thought if it said 30, reapply every 30 minutes. Obviously, that's a myth.
Yes.
When do you reapply? Because I sweat profusely sometimes.
Yeah.
Mike follows me with wood chips and
And a hose.
and a hose just to wipe. He's throwing off.
Well, I figured if
Sawdust.
I
He throws sawdust
threw
around
the
me.
wood chips and sawdust because
Yeah.
he's sweating, it'll stick.
Yeah.
Right,
And then
right.
the sunblock sticks. It doesn't
So
drip.
yeah, so you're
like a
helping
sweat.
keeping the
Yes.
sunblock on my face.
Yeah,
but
insulated.
if I happen to wipe my face off because of my focus on a
You need
golf
to
course
reapply the sunscreen
all the time,
all the time. Yes, throughout your game.
pace
yes.
of play is an issue here, people.
But the other thing I would say that you can have antioxidants on your skin, say, and vitamin C is an antioxidant, so you can put that on your skin. It stays in your skin for 72 hours. Even if you were swimming at the beach, you
Wow.
wouldn't have to reapply it. So that will protect
Is that
you
in
from
the typical sunscreen?
Yes, a lot of them now have antioxidants. So they
Wow.
act like they help keep the skin protected.
Wow.
And all joking aside, because you know me, how important is this for the people today to really protect their skin? I mean, it's common sense says, yeah, you got to protect your skin, right?
Right.
But look at this face. You see this face right here? How come y'all laughing? I don't get that at all.
I was. I had something in my
You had a little tear.
mouth.
Yeah,
I was just cleaning.
Is it too late? Because I have not protected my face from the sun for.
No, it's never too late. No.
Why is that?
You can reverse the sun damage using the right products. You can start to gently rebuild that skin. And I think I talked to you the other night about losing the transepidermal water loss where your skin is compromised and you start to get all that redness and irritation on your skin. You can rebuild that.
I have talked to him about that so many times.
I just got pointed at from 5 fingers.
until
There's only 4 of
until
us in
I
here.
blew in the face. Blew in the face.
Yeah.
So you can gently
So I was still
start.
trying to figure out the words you said
Yeah.
from the other night. So I did. So what do I have to get? The transdestinal water.
Transepidermal
Yeah.
water loss. It's like, I tell people, it's like the ozone layer on your skin. You can start to rebuild the ozone layer with the right tools and the right products.
So I have a hole in my ozone layer, don't
Yes.
It's compromised.
So why don't we
I?
take?
I love this woman.
Why don't we take a break?
Yeah.
We'll come back. Can we find out? Can we find out how we rebuild that layer?
Yes.
Yeah,
from
we
you?
did.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what
I
we
wanna
need to-
know.
We got to fix this stuff here.
Inquiring minds want to
We
know.
do Bondo. We got to use
Bondo,
something. All
there
right,
you
Mike,
go.
take us out. Thank you. So
All
It's been
right.
very entertaining. I really appreciate
That's
your time,
awesome.
Carmel.
Golf Talk Radio brought to you by McPhee's Grill of Templeton, hometown cooking through and through. Don't forget they have their own butcher shop and they have Ian's famous barbecue sauce. Go to mcpheesgrill.com and make online reservations for dinner or lunch. Call them at 805-434-3204. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy will be right back on the Golf Talk Radio Network.